Okay. All right, guys. Welcome, Wine Bosses. Today is April 17th. Welcome to our team call. And we had a really busy week with the Aruba contest going on, which I'm sure all of you are aware of the Aruba contest. You can find out all the details in your back office under, is it contest points or something like that. It's on the left side. It's at the very bottom, or maybe it's contest leaders, something like that. But for the next, well, a little less than 90 days through July 1st, the top 20 point earners will all be flown to Aruba. All expenses paid, airfare, the trip, everything for 5 days. So the top 20 point earners in the whole company will be spoiled rotten by Austin and corporate for a good 5 days. So that's going on right now. And like I said, you can find out all the details, how you can earn points and all of that in your back office. And I'm going to give just a couple quick shout outs to some people who have been adding people to our team this week. Lisa and Wayne Norton, Jennifer Welch, Linda Buchanan, and Nate, I'm going to let you give your guy a shout out when you get started here, okay? Okay. Jen probably has shout outs to do too, but we don't want to keep you guys too long because we did get started late and we apologize for that.
Hey,
Jen, did you want to do shout outs or do you want to just go?
Just Rachel Hewitt. She's totally kicking butt this week. I saw that she added a customer and a business rep, and I believe that's all I had. I think she's one away from Master Cellar.
All right.
Awesome.
Yay, and also has a brand new baby, so there must be something in the water.
Or in the wine.
Exactly.
All
right, but that's it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So tonight, you guys, we have a very special guest on our call tonight. Nate Gonyer. Is that how you say your name? Gonyer?
Yep, Gonyer.
Gonyer.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of my personally sponsored wine business partners. I don't even know what we're called. Business reps, wine reps, whatever. He has been kicking butt and taking names since he started. He made Master Cellar, which is the top of the pay plan, in 11 days. He beat me. I made it in 20. And I just really wanted you guys to hear from him and hear his story, where he came from, hear why he decided to join us. And Jen and I are just so proud of you and so thankful to have you on our team. I'd love to welcome you to the call and let you take it away.
Thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate it. I keep on calling you Jennifer because I keep seeing Jennifer's name in your so I keep on calling you Jennifer. But thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate it. Hope I don't mess up. I'm kind of nervous with a lot of people on this call. But anyways, first I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and thank you for having me. I'm a rookie in the business. I'm just following some steps which we'll talk about, which helped me get to Master Cellar. But thank you guys for coming. And I'm just blessed about this opportunity with DC. You know, this opportunity is a blessing, and you know, Priscilla and Jennifer as our uplines, it's incredible the amount of leadership we have up there and the tools that we have up there. We have to utilize them. But Jennifer, Priscilla, thank you guys very much for everything that you guys do. I do want to definitely get that out there. So anyways, so my name is Nathan Gonyer. I'm from Foster, Ohio. I'm located in Columbus, Ohio right now, the Buckeye City. I'm a huge Buckeyes fan. I'm sure we all know about the Buckeyes. I'm a food service director at DSCC, Defense Supply Center in Columbus. So I have a full-time job as a food service director. I have 2 kids, have a fiance. I have a busy life like every other American. And, you know, I'm just trying, you know, I just work every day to pay the bills and stay ahead. You know, that's kind of who I am, kind of what I do. I had a little background with Beachbody. I joined Beachbody back in 2014. I was with them for a short period of time. I seen some success up front the first month, but it was really hard to gain that success that I had. And then I seen that I wasn't making any income, so then I got a job and I left Beachbody. And then Priscilla, I seen one of Priscilla's live videos on Facebook, and I actually reached out to her to see what she was talking about because I knew she had a lot of success with Beachbody, and I seen she left Beachbody and was now with this business. So me and her, that's how we started our path. First off, before I get into that, I want to talk about a little bit about how I got to Master Seller. And it's really basics. I was actually talking to a friend earlier, and she asked, we're gonna talk about tonight, just basic stuff, because that's all I really do. I follow the steps, I follow the scripts, and I put a plan in place. Okay, so I have 30 different conversations going on Facebook at one time in my inbox, and every day I follow up with them people. I go through the list, and I just make sure I keep consistent conversation with these people. And your first text shouldn't be, do you like wine, right? That's not what we're looking for. The steps would be as informing them, hey, how's your day going? How's life treating? How's the job going? How's the kids doing? Interact with them, build a relationship with them first, and then you can move forward into the wine aspect. If I lose anybody, let me know. If you have any questions, make sure you save them, because I'll definitely answer them at the end. But anyway, so having those conversations going, reaching out to people, planting those seeds are very important. And that's something that I do every day. 7 days a week, I make sure I reach out and I keep my conversations going, because once I go stagnant, my prospects will go stagnant as well too. Then that could be sales you're losing, that could be anything that you're losing right there. So you definitely want to make sure you follow up. All right, I'm trying to stay on track here. A couple other things that I do as well is I simplify things. Everything I do is very simple, very clean cut, because I'm so busy. My life is so busy. I got things going on all the time. So I, copy and paste the scripts. I use Evernote and things like that. So I want to simplify so I can deliver these tools to other people. And that's what's going to help my prospects come to me and want to reach out to me and ask me more questions about the business. And with that being said, this is my favorite part of everything, is the art of duplication. If I can simplify things and deliver things, I can duplicate those things, and then I'll duplicate success. So I duplicated by adding 10 people in 11 days. If we can continue that every 11 days, we should duplicate 10 people. If we're if we're continuing doing the same thing. To me, that's what duplication means. It's just like Ford factory. They duplicate cars, right? They make a whole bunch of cars and assembly line, same concept. So that being said, I'll duplicate the same conversations over and over and over. And I talk to more people. And then, if I'm talking to 30 people and 5 people talk back to me, I'm doing pretty well. It makes it worth it. A couple of those people may set up some wine tastings or something, which we can talk about. And then the other people may just go to our website and enroll, or want to get on the phone if you can talk to you, or so forth. Also, marketing is very important. Obviously that's the business that we're in. It's all about marketing. So I feel like marketing on Facebook is very important, but also marketing in the public eye. When you go places, you're marketing. When you're, when you go and you get connects and you meet people, you form people, you socialize with people, you're marketing that whole time. Okay. So marketing is very, very key. So, some key things in marketing is the trifolds that they have in the back office. Print those off. That's a great marketing tool that's already developed. I did find those useful. Do I have business cards? No, I do not have business cards. I don't have business cards because I get their information. I ask them what their name is, and I get their phone number because I'm in control of reaching back. If I give them a business card, I'm leaving it in their control to reach back to me, and they can throw the business card away, decide not to reach back to me. But I can absolutely follow up with them. So marketing is huge. So everything that happens, anything positive that happens, anything that your upline does that's positive, make sure you share it on Facebook. Make sure you market that well, because everybody's watching. The 10 people that said no to you yesterday, they're watching everything that you do. When they start seeing success, they're going to start trusting you. Then they're going to come back to you and reach back out to you. So again, going back to the old quote, no is not no, it means not right now. So always remember that, okay? So everybody's always watching you. Market well on Facebook, and again, don't recreate the wheel. Let's focus on what's already developed, and let's try to again duplicate that again. Just by pulling tools from our uplines, pulling tools from our friends and things like that. And yeah, another strong one is knowing your strengths. Whatever your strength is. So like, if you're good at staying at home and networking on social media and attracting people that way, then focus on that strength. If you're better at being in the public eye, and you're better at talking to people and being in front of people and selling people that direction, then try to put yourself in those situations. Try to have small wine tasting if people want them. Find your strength and focus on them, and you'll find success. And also when, posture is important. I know Jen talks about posture a lot, and it's funny because ever since she's been talking about that, I always think about that all the time now, posture. But posture is very important, having confidence and being loyal to the company. If somebody sees that you're loyal to the company and you believe in the company, and some people may even think I believe in the company more than the owners believe in the company. But it's true. If you believe in the company, people will believe you and trust you more. They'll follow you more, right? That's how we become a leader, right? Getting people to believe in us. That's how we get people to follow us. Now, when we go to people and ask them to join our wine club for $500, which is an elite level, which we know this, we have to build that trust with them. We have to, because $500 nowadays in the middle class people is a lot of money. Okay, it's a lot of money. Believe me. Priscilla was working with me for a couple months before I joined. $500 is a lot. With that being said, if we develop that trust, if we develop that success, and we develop that culture, people are going to follow and they're going to reach back to you. And always being nice too. If somebody says no, make sure you follow up very nicely, and make sure you reach back out to them in a few days, even if it's just to say hi or ask them how something's going. Don't talk about the wine necessarily right away. Maybe you wait a little longer and then talk to the wine, but that's also something to remember, because again, you're building that relationship the whole time, from start to the finish. Okay. Make sure, one thing I do too is I have a business strategy by using tools that Priscilla provides to us, Jennifer provides to us. I draw a lot of things out on paper. I'll have an agenda every day. I have a list of names on my Facebook, and I'll role play. I role play all the time, even with myself at sometimes. I'll role play with different members on my team. We'll go over different role plays on different responses we had. I don't have enough money, or this is the pyramid, or whatever kind of excuse we hear. We'll role play those. So because when you meet a new person and they deliver that response to you, if you can respond quickly and clean, they're going to believe you. They're going to trust you more. If you kind of stutter or trip up, they're not. It's hard for them to get going here and get believing you. So definitely being clean, having good posture is very important. All right. And also with the art of duplication, I would like to say before I wrap it up here, Austin has a great YouTube video on the art of duplication. I watched it several times. It's an absolutely great video to watch. He really tells you how it is, and you really will pick up a lot from that, and a lot of other things that you've heard before will make more sense to you once you hear him and hear what he has to say about the duplication process. Also, and a couple other things, a lot of people get caught up in these scripts too. And I know somebody said I'm using the scripts there, but it's not working. I'm using scripts, it's not working. Make sure you're personalizing the scripts in a certain way, if that makes sense. I don't want to be taken out of context, but if you know you're talking to somebody and you know their personality, you know what type of person they are, if you have to kind of modify a script a little bit to fit them and fit their direction, then you can do so. But again, don't take me out of context. Don't get me in trouble with Priscilla. I want you to use the scripts, but if you have to personalize it so it fits them better, do that. You want the puzzle to fit, all right? Whatever you got to do to get the job done, then that's what you have to do. And also, I want to leave you guys with this too. Always remember this. Perfection, it's not about perfection, it's about progression, okay? So just because you're not making it this week, or you're cold this week, you're not selling a lot this week, it doesn't mean that you won't next week. All right, so you definitely keep your head up, okay? I kind of went fast, but I hope I did all right. If anybody has any questions, feel free, or Priscilla.
You did awesome, Nate. Good job.
Yes, very great. Lots of tips. I'll have to go back and take notes.
So I just have one thing that I just want to retouch on. And you talked about Austin, and Austin has a great video on duplication. Austin also has a great training website for us called risingstartraining.com. And it's not just doing steps 1, 2, and 3. He has a whole lot other on there for us to look at. Like if you're wanting to build on YouTube, which you guys, eventually we should all be building on YouTube. I've had a few people find me because of YouTube. And a lot of you guys say, well, I'm not ready for videos and I'm afraid. And okay, well, Michelle, I'm giving you a little shout out right now because you stepped out of your comfort zone today and you did a video. And even though it took you many takes, you still did it and you finished it. So congratulations. I'm super proud of you. We all start from the part where, you know, in the beginning, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid. I'm afraid to message someone. I'm afraid to do a video. I'm afraid to get up in front of people and speak. But we have to step outside of our comfort zone. And if we want to grow and get better, those are the things that we have to do. Nate, we have a question. Says, how many days do you chat before offering, and how many times a day, I'm guessing, do you chat with that person?
The best way for me to answer, I'll do a quick little role play with you, if you will. That's the best kind of way for me to answer it, because it's repetitive to me, kind of. So I'll reach out. Let's say his name's Frank, right? Okay. Hey Frank, how you doing? How's life going? Hey Nate, life's going good. Just working a lot. That's good, man. I understand how it is. I have a random question. Do you like wine, or do you know somebody that does like wine? And then he'll follow up like, well, I don't like wine, but my wife really loves wine. And it kind of goes from there. But this is the thing. I wait for the response. If I ask him a question and he doesn't respond right away, I wait for that response, even if it takes till the next day. Now, if it lasts more than 24 hours or it's longer than a day, then I'll reach back out to him or you know, just say hi to him or whatever, something like that, just to start up a conversation.
Great. Okay, anybody else have any questions? I have. Good job, Nate. Great. Thank you, Nate.
I love how Nate pointed that out, because you don't want to be going back and forth with people for like weeks before you say anything.
Right.
That's going to just exhaust you. But it should be like a quick exchange, small talk, rapport, and then you invite.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to know how you balance your life and everything that's going on and the business. Like you said, you had an agenda each day. What does that look like for you?
My agenda each day, my agenda starts at 5 a.m. You know, obviously I get up, go to work and stuff. And typically when I first wake up in the morning, I will brush my teeth. As I'm brushing my teeth, I'm looking on Facebook. I'm responding to messages. I'm looking at press, see if anybody responded to me as I'm brushing my teeth. As I'm walking down the stairs, I'm looking at my cell phone. Still probably responding to text messages. As I'm getting in the car, I'm probably still looking at my phone, responding to other text messages. As I'm walking to work, I'm doing the same thing. And then when I do my day job and I leave work and get home from the gym about 4 o'clock, then I respond to the messages again. Now, some people get worried, like there's a lot of time in between. Like you go 8 hours in between conversations, and I do, and that's not a bad thing, because you got to think about it. The person that you're talking to, they have a life and stuff too, right? So all that stuff's normal, right? You don't want to rush. I personally don't want to rush people too much. So I just kind of have like a basic small talk conversation. You know, if it lasts a couple of days, it lasts a couple of days. But at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, I'm gonna get to the point, which is about if you like wine or not, you know, or if you want to join the club. So
we have a question. What is the average ratio of wine club memberships to business builders? And
Joe has a great response for that, where he talks about how we're building our business right now for building business and for signing up business builders, not necessarily the customer approach. So really everyone on the team should be using this funnel approach, where you introduce the business to everyone. That's how we talk about to people about this business. If they're not interested in the business, then you move on to the customer approach. Like Nate, you've signed up pretty much all business builders, haven't you?
Yeah. I have 2 elites, and then the rest are everybody's business builders. But one thing I will add, you know, a lot of times I won't judge the person, but I'll just know who I'm talking to. If this person I don't talk to very much, I'll try to get to the point a little quicker. You know what I'm saying? Because if you reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in 10 years, right? Kind of get to the point a little bit, because they're kind of already thinking like, why is he reaching out to me? What is he want? You know what I mean? They start asking negative questions. So, I always keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind.
Right.
And if it's somebody you talk to, throughout the year, then you can obviously just continue small talk.
Right.
As well.
Priscilla and I each have about 50 some personally sponsored reps, and I have no customers. None.
I have one and 58 distributors.
Yeah, I have no customers.
I don't have any customers either.
So
Because everybody we talk to about the business wants to do the business.
I think like the biggest thing is, you guys, you just have to let them listen to the call, the recorded call that we have on the 3-step invite, or let them watch a video. But I'm sending out my call. Like I don't even give a video or my website or anything until after I talk to them on the phone. Then I send them that information. But they are listening to the recorded business opportunity call before we have a phone call. That's what I do. And it's in our 3-step script that is in the Wine Boss file section.
I wonder what the company average is of wine club memberships to business builders. I don't even know.
I don't know. Last I heard, we have 17,000 wine reps. So yeah, and it's on from when we first started. There was 7 back in.
You said 30%. So yeah, that just goes to show you that should be indicative of your business. Then 30% customer, 70% business. Because let's face it, business people are going to build your business more, and it's going to benefit your person more because they can make money. Whereas a customer isn't in a spot where they can profit from this. They just get free wine. So it's all around better for everybody. Does anybody else have any other questions for Priscilla? For Nate. I said Priscilla.
I only, just FYI, I only propose the business aspect of it. When I first approach somebody, it's just one of those things. Nobody can ever turn down money, right? Nobody's really ever going to turn down money. So I found a lot of success with that, with all ages, with all groups of people, with everybody. The business aspect of it's worked for me. So absolutely.
May I ask a question?
Yes, Josiane.
Priscilla, you said that you give your prospect the recording of the call. You don't give your video opportunity?
Not usually. I mean, in the 3-step invite, it says to send the call after they agree to talk to you on the phone, and then you set up that follow-up call after they listen to the recording. You can send a video if you want, but our recorded call gives much more detailed information.
Okay.
The one that you and I did for you.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The recorded call is really nice because they can listen to it on their cell phone anywhere. They can put it up to their ear and stuff like that. The video, they feel like they need to look at their phone or they need to sit down to watch the video. So the call, you will have a lot of success with the call, getting people to actually listen to it because they can walk around and listen to it. So.
Anybody else? Questions for Nate? Perfect timing to ask. Yes,
Marla?
Go ahead. You need to unmute yourself, babe. We can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, you had shown a trifold brochure, and you said that it was in the back office. I looked under resources. Is it somewhere else, or is it maybe in the Wine Boss file folder?
Go ahead, Priscilla.
I think it's in Wine Warriors file section. Yes?
Okay.
I think so.
Well, to be honest with you, Priscilla, I don't know. You sent me that.
So
you gotta tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's in the file section of Wine Warriors. Somebody else put it there.
Okay, gotcha. I'll look there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have questions? I see Marianne's on the phone and her husband Darren, Melissa, Cecily's here, Michelle. Anybody have questions for Nate? I'm trying to look at everybody else's. Oh, Jenna's here. Jenna's one of my new reps. She just signed up I think last week. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh, okay. Let's see. D, hey D.
And oh, go ahead.
No, she was just saying hi.
I was just saying hi.
Hi. Nate, did you want to give a shout out real quick to
Yes,
your
I
guy?
do. So we had Wes Ferris added a club member to his team yesterday. His mom came on board, and also I have a team member that is getting ready to take off. So you guys be ready for Marquise Hammond to take off. He's getting ready to do his first wine tasting, and this guy is hungry. He just got his wine in yesterday, actually. Or no, it wasn't yesterday. It was Friday. Excuse me, it was Friday. I'm way off. So anyways, Friday he got his wine, so he's ready to take off. So be ready for him.
So Nate really enjoys doing the wine tasting parties. That's kind of his thing, and that's great. But he also uses his social media too. He's
big time.
Yeah.
The social media brings me the wine tastings, and the reason I like wine tastings, guys, is because when I set it up to where when they're in there, they're mine. They are completely mine. They are mine all day long. If they want to drink, they want to taste some wine, baby. Because I got 2 laptops set up and they're ready for you to enroll. So, yeah, absolutely, right away. So, because when they're in that room, you guys, and you get them excited, you get the energy very high, get it pumped up, get it going, play some music, get them all going, jumping around, drinking some wine, and then when they're that excited, you're gonna close them like that. You're gonna close them like that. You get them right over there to the table. They can get around the computer right there, and then roll right there on the spot before they even leave. Because when they leave, they can go home and talk to some haters or talk to whoever, and so you definitely want to close them.
Couple of things I do want to touch on though is I see these questions. What do you do with the brochure if you reach back out, Nate? Okay, so when you're handing out information, you should always be getting their info. You shouldn't just be giving your business card or giving a flyer or the trifold. You should always be getting their email, their cell phone, so you can follow up with them. That's my opinion, Nate.
Yes, and I'm sorry, when I said the marketing, the trifolds, I had these on my table at my tasting. So that's another thing. My table looks very, very professional. My table looks like I'm from a corporate office, headquarters, CEO. This guy has linen. This guy has it going on. So have good marketing and that stuff at your tables. When I meet people in public or meet people somewhere, I get their name and number. Always. So yeah.
What's next when you get their info, talk with prospect, and it goes cold? I know what I'm going to say, but you tell us what you would say.
Okay, that's not fair. Priscilla, you answered that. So, okay.
Honestly, I would personally I would move on, but you need to be this is what I was going to say. You need to be very sure that you guys are consistently posting on Facebook every day so that they see that you're still doing this. And I'm not saying like move on and boot them out of your life. Like still go over there, like their stuff, comment, because I guarantee they're still watching you. It's all about timing. Nate said no to me for 3 months. When he was ready, he said yes. Okay? It's all about timing.
I waited too long though. I regret it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Time. It's all about timing. So if someone says no, they're just not ready right now, and a lot of times, that's fine. Just tell them, okay, absolutely, I'm here for you when you're ready. Be nice about it. I'm bringing another question on there. The tastings I have at their house, and this is also something that I do. I don't think Priscilla knows I do this, but this is what I do. Wherever I have the party, the host is committed to signing up already before I'll even have the party for her. And then when she signs up that day, she'll sign up that day. And then if the host walks up and signs up, all her friends that came there for her, that trust her, are more likely are going to go up and sign up behind her. So you always want to make sure your host is going to sign up. And plus, you want it to be worth your money. You don't want to go there and the host not sign up, nobody signs up, and here we are now, right? And another thing too is the host cannot sign anybody up that same day either. So the host has a party, I go there and do the party, the host signs up, and then 4 of her friends sign up. everybody signs up underneath me. And when that host becomes a rep and the rep has her tastings, then she can do the same thing. But it's all you gotta be part of the program, and that's just I haven't had any kickbacks on that, so it's worked for me.
Great.
Hey Nate, this is Darren. I have a question. About how do you invite to your wine tasting?
He was breaking up.
He said, how many people do you invite to your wine?
The first one I had 9. The second one I had 13. The third one I had 14. And I have one this Wednesday. I want to say probably about 6 or 7. That's coming up this Wednesday. And again, I don't invite them. I get the host all excited. I get the host pumped up, and the host gets as many people there as possible. And I've just been blessed enough to have that, them good turnouts at the parties. So. Okay.
Now, did you have any banners or flyers or anything like that? And where did you make them yourself, or did?
Yes, yeah. So good question. And all the marketing knowledge I learned from the company I'm at now. So I'm glad that I learned a lot from the company I'm at. But so yeah, marketing, yeah. So X banners, and then also retractable banners, 8x11 marketing, and you also want to have your trifolds. And then also make sure you have nice little chalkboard. I don't know if you can see it. I have the nice little chalkboard things where you can write the name of the wine on and put it in front of the wine and stuff. Things like that, people really will take you more professional. They're going to take you very serious. And then all that marketing stuff, get off Vistaprint. It's cheap, it's quick, and it's easy.
Okay, but let me just say something real quick. Banners and stuff, because corporate is putting together a banner for us specifically to use. Perfect. I guess there are compliant things we have to stay in with. So I wouldn't personally go making banners, because what happens if corporate sees it and it's not the way that they want it to read, because they really want us to stay compliant so that we can be around for the next 20 years, It only takes 1 or 2 mess ups and they could shut us down. So they want us to stay compliant. So banners, I would wait. I know there's going to be one coming up available in the back office. They just finished the mock-up for it, but it will not be ready to go in the back office for I don't know, probably another at least month. So I would hold off on doing that.
Banners aren't really that important up front anyways, as long as if you have your brochures and you have the information. And also I had the two computers set up too, and I played a video on each computer nonstop. I played Welcome to the Best Wine Club, and then I played the Wine Club 1, 2, 3 on each computer the whole time. So I just kept playing them the whole time on there. So that really kept people up at my table to watch the videos and taste the wine as well and talk to me.
Awesome. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're gonna ask that everybody, if you have more questions for Nate, if you could ask him on the team page and tag him. I see a couple of questions. Can you show us your marketing stuff? I'm curious how it looks. Can you show us your wine tasting table, like a picture of it? I think you have one of those. So that's perfect. You already have that. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. And Nate, you did awesome.
Thank you.
You are a great leader on our team, and you handled this so amazingly. You did great.
Yes.
It's my first call, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Man, I was sitting at work today. Like, oh man, what am I going to say?
You did a great job.
What am I going to do?
Awesome. Jen and I are very proud of you.
That's funny. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys.
You are very welcome.
Nate, we're proud of you. Great job, Nate.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Nate. All right, you guys. So next week, Jen, did you want to say something?
Bye-bye.
I don't think so.
Okay. Next week, we have Victor. What's his last name? What's his last name? Glide. Glyde.
Feliciano.
Yeah, I can't know his last name. Victor is going to be a guest on our team call next week. He also was, I think, previously in Beachbody as well. I didn't know him then, but he has been climbing that top 25 if you guys are keeping track of that top 25 list in the back office of the Aruba contest, he keeps climbing. And so I'm going to have him on so he can share with us what he's doing. And we are so thankful for each and every one of you. Jen and I are very blessed to have all of you on our team. And you guys all know that we are always available for questions, calls, texts, anything. We're here for you guys. So Jen, do you want to say anything before we end?
No, I'm super excited for our event that we're having. We posted about that on the Wine Boss team page. You guys need to invite as many people as you possibly can to that event. It is a live Facebook event. It's going to be on Thursday, the 20th from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go on the event page, RSVP, go in for yourself, and then invite all your prospects. Get your people off the fence. We're just going to be sharing in this little event page, tips. It's basically going to be like an hour-long opportunity. Also, Wednesday, don't forget, April Williams will be in our group page, Wine Boss, and she will be answering questions about Facebook and Instagram for a whole hour, I believe from 8 to 9 p.m. I will post a reminder. So just show up. Make sure you're paying attention to the Wine Boss team page. Make sure you're watching your emails because that's how Priscilla and I update you guys about stuff that's happening with the team. And that's it. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, Thursday should be awesome, you guys.
Thanks for starting the call too, P. I love you.
Oh, you're welcome. Love you too. Love you guys. Have a